Johnny Ramone, Joey Ramone, and Dee Dee Ramone. It's kind of, I often think of it like how miraculous is the Beatles were like 4 guys lying around in Liverpool after the war, and these 4 guys made such a, it seems like almost like the hand of God had to been in there and got them to meet each other. I think it's similar about the Ramones, because it took a lot of intelligence to make something like that. The more I think about it, the more I'm sure that it doesn't, on paper it doesn't seem likely that you get a guy like Joey Ramone, a tall, gawky looking guy, and and someone like Dee Dee, who was hustling up the street, and then Johnny Ramone with his ruthless eye for how it had to be done. And together they made this incredible thing that influenced everybody here, there's no doubt about it. A lot of people who don't understand rock and roll can't see that, because I think it's a very deep spiritual thing, rock and roll, and some people think, well, it doesn't matter what you wear, but at the bottom of it, it's all show business in the best sense of the word. Like, if you want to get to someone's head, you've got to put on a show, and that means everything's got to be right. And Johnny Ramone is probably, I wouldn't know, but I would put money on that. He's a ruthless taskmaster, I bet in the rehearsal room it was, no, stop that, not that. It took a lot of hard work to make that, and also they knew that they all had to look the same. I mean, that they knew it was an incredible, but that would finish off the audience. Not only was the music great, but the visuals as well. I mean, they knew that was part of rock and roll, was because we want to see unity on the stage. That takes us out of our individual sort of wandering around in life, bumping up against obstacles and like not getting anywhere. People like to see something that's 4 guys. That's why groups are so powerful, or people love them so much. I think that people love them more than solo artists, maybe. The more greater people, because there's something fantastic about 4 people being able to weld together in that way and move forward in one direction. Because that's hard enough, with 2 people, never mind 4. And mathematically, it must be increasing the chances of arguments by millions every time you add another person to the unit. And so people like to see that, because it makes us think better of ourselves as a species. I think Ramones gave the youth of the world a lot of self-respect. We learned a lot off the Ramones, how not to muck around on the stage. I mean, they are multiple things, I think, that we learned from the Ramones, but that's one. When a Ramones number started, it started there. And when it ended there. And they didn't spend hours shambling around, scratching themselves, or, there's a lot of this casual behavior is considered cool now, yeah, but I wonder if it's rooted in cool or it's rooted in just ineptitude. I think that they're getting away with it. People are giving them the benefit of the doubt, but in the punk rock days, there wasn't any room for that. In fact, we can hear the Ramones coming through we're in a burned out basement basically in Camden Town, North London, and 2 floors above us you can hear the influence of the Ramones, and this is 2002, just across the street.